Okay, welcome back. Let's continue on with the interpolation part. So previously I talked about the formula, okay, that's given on page 73. I just want to express it in this way. Goes like this: x minus x1 over x2 minus x1, x1 is equals to y minus y1 over y2 minus y1. Okay, how you should see this is this: what you have will be your x. Okay, and what do I have? If you look at this question, 5 bar or 265 degrees Celsius, what is the enthalpy? Okay, and you know that 5 bar is here, 265 is between 250 and 300 degrees Celsius. So what you have is 265. So x is temperature. Okay, and this temperature is x, and it is to the left and right. Okay, or it is between 250 and 300 degrees Celsius. Am I right? So you are actually trying to interpolate in between 250 and 300, where you are at 265. So you can choose any of the point to be 0.1. So let's say we choose 250 degrees to be 0.1. So your x1 will be 250. Your x2, your 0.2 will be 300 degrees Celsius. Okay, and what you want to find will be your y. Okay, what you want to find will be your y. So in this case, what you want to find? You want to find enthalpy. So your enthalpy will be your y. So how do we write that? What you have is your x, right? Sorry, what you have is your x. So x is your temperature. So 265 is your x. This is what you have. Okay, and it is between x1 and x2. Just now we said already is between 250 and 300. Okay, this is how you write on the x side. On the y side, what you want to find is your enthalpy, which you don't have. Of course, then you just put here lah. Okay, but you know the enthalpy at the 0.1 and 0.2. Okay, because 5 bar 5 bars, you'll have your enthalpy at 250. So this is your y1. Okay, 2962 is your y1 at 250. 2962. Because your 0.2 is 300. So you look at 300, 5 bar, the enthalpy is at 3065. Alright, so my y2 is 3065. And this is how you should write the equation. And your only unknown will only be h. Okay? So h is just this is 265 minus 50 minus 250 over this means 15 over 50. 15 over 50. Right? Multiply by this. Multiply by 3065 minus 2962, and you shift this 2962 over, it becomes 2962. Okay, 15 divided by 50 times 3065 minus 2962 plus 2962. Okay, 2993, about there kilojoules per kilogram. So this is how you find the values in between. Okay, so now I can say that the enthalpy at 265 degrees Celsius, okay, is 2993. Okay, one way to check, of course, the value that you find, right? 2993. That's interesting. Oh yeah, correct. The value that you find must be between 2962 and 3065. Okay, in order to make sense, 2993. Alright, let me give you another example. So now instead of looking at temperature, what I want is 6.2 bars. Okay, and 300 degrees Celsius. I want the internal energy, specific internal energy. So if you look at the steam table, 300 degrees Celsius, 6.2 bar. So 6.2 is between 6 bar and 7 bar. And 300 degrees Celsius you have. Okay, it's this row, right? And you want internal energy. So it has to be between 2801 and 2800. Quite close, huh? Anyway, yeah. So how do you form the equation? Again, x minus x1 over x2 minus x1, y minus y1 over y2 minus y1. So I can now, what you have 6.2 bar. You know that it is between 6 and 7. So x now is pressure and not temperature. Okay, x is 6.2 and it's between 6 and 7. Let's let 6 bar be 0.1 minus x1 will be the pressure at 0.1, 6. Okay, then the other one will be 7. And what you want to, y is what you want to find, right? Which is internal energy. So u, I don't know, but I know u at 0.1. U at 0.1 is u at 6 bar, 300. Okay, 2801. And 0.2 is 7 bar, 300. 2800. Okay, so again, this is a 0.2 over 1, so this is 0.2, and this place, this minus this actually gives you minus 1, right? And you just add 2801 here. So it's minus 0.2 plus 2801. So it's 2800.8 kilojoule per kilogram. Okay. Now, I can give you another example. The thing is this: the more practice you have, the more you are able to visualize. Let's see. Let's go to let's go to example 5-5 first. Or okay, we can go here. Example 5-4. Okay. So your steam is at 120 bars. You know, this is what. Okay, no, 5-4 you can try to do it. Let's go to 5-5. Okay. So now you have a pressure of 7.3 bar. Dryness fraction 0.75. Tricky, and the table actually gives you a tip. Okay, there is no 7.3 bar if you go to your saturated tables, first few pages. Okay, you only have 7 bar and 8 bar. Okay, and you're supposed to find the saturation temperature, the HF and HG at 7.3 bar. Okay, so there are a few ways to do lah. Okay, 7.3. This is actually a double. Okay, so what we can do is this. First, we can approach a few ways, 2 ways, but then let's just look at one way, the first way first. It's easier to see. So you can interpolate for boiling point, the saturation temperature, based on 7.3 bar and 8 bar and 7 bar. Okay, so you get this value. You can also interpolate for HF, okay, between 7 8 bar, and you interpolate for HFG between 7 8 bar. After that, you use the dryness fraction to find the enthalpy. Okay, so let's just do that. Saturation temperature is what you want to find out. and pressure is what you have. So pressure is what I have. X is 7.3. Let's make 0.1 be 7, 0.2 be 8 bar. Okay, so this is X. Y, temperature is what you want to find. So Y is temperature. 0.1 is 165. 0.2 is 170.4. Okay, so TS will be 0.3 0.3 times 170.4 minus 165 plus 165. 166.62 degrees Celsius. So at 7.3 bar, right, the steam boils at the water boils at 166.62 degrees Celsius. Okay, and then you do the same thing to HF and HFG. So the left side, X remains the same, because X will always be what you know, which is pressure here. Okay, the only difference is the right side, which is what we want to find. So now I want to find HF. So this one is 0.3 over 1. So left side is always 0.3. Right side will be HF, what you want to find, minus 697 over 721 minus 697. Okay, so HF is 721 minus 697 times 0.3 697. Okay, 704.2. Okay, and again I can find HFG. 2067 over 2048 minus 2067. You see, sometimes the value decrease, sometimes the value increase. So it doesn't mean, so it's alright if we find a negative number here. (2061.3). Okay, so now we have this value, we can find the dryness fraction 0.75. Okay, H is HF plus X HFG, which is 704, 0.75, 2061.3. (2250 kilojoule per kilogram). Okay, so this is what we have found. Let me try to draw this so that you can understand. So this is pressure, this is volume. You have 8 bar, you have 7 bar. Okay, and these two constant temperature, this is 165, this is 170.4. Okay, and 7.3 is somewhere here. 7.3 is middle, right? And we find that this temperature line is 166.62. 6.62. Okay, so this line is 166.62. And what you just interpolated is you interpolated the HF between this point and this point. So you got the HF over here. Okay, you got HF over here. And you interpolate the HFG between this value and this value to give you this value. So this is your HFG. Okay, this HF, this HFG. And you go ahead and use the dryness fraction equation of 0.75 to find the point over here. So let's say this is at dryness 0.75. So we managed to find the enthalpy at this location. Okay, this is what you just did.